I'm E.W. Claville, and this is the Claville Report. Artificial intelligence, the future of our society. Now, when we talk about artificial intelligence and AI, better known as AI, for some of us, even myself, I think about various movies. I think about the future, things being futuristic. Having robots in the home, or robots bringing me things and things of that nature, or having even pets that are robotic, or even having self-driving cars, or things being delivered remotely, not having to go out to certain places and do certain things. Look at this as all being convenient. Look at this as being something that, meet George Jetson, it could happen in the future. But will it happen in my time? Well, I don't know about you. I don't know if you've been taking a look at what's taking place, but the future is now. We talk artificial intelligence. We see it all the time. We see it in our lives every day. Let's take a look at some of the things that we see taking place and whether there is a controversy as relates to who owns information, whether computers, artificial intelligence is taking over our society and our lives, and whether this is a good thing or not. So let's take a look at what is artificial intelligence and what is now. Artificial intelligence, we see it when we take a look at various programs that we have on our computers, where we can actually speak a text, or we can speak a letter, or we can speak writing, as opposed to actually having to write it ourselves, type it, or the like. As a matter of fact, there's a software that has debuted where you can speak and request a certain topic, and it'll be written a certain way, such as a limerick. You can request a certain limerick to be written, and it can spit it out in less than 3 seconds to be flawless. As a matter of fact, you can also request a certain type of paper or research to be written, and it'll be able to spit it out in less than 3 seconds. And as it learns your voice, as it learns the way you think, it becomes almost indistinguishable between you and the actual artificial intelligence that wrote it. Is this a good thing for professors, for students that are out there? Maybe not. Maybe this is something where we would have to ask ourselves, are we increasing the knowledge of our society, or are we decreasing, or the term is used, dumbing down society? These are all things that we have to ask ourselves is moving forward. But nevertheless, it's here to stay. And it's only going to get better. When I say better, it's going to be easier. It's going to be more accessible. It's going to get better at what it does. And to be honest with you, that can be scary to a lot of people. Now, when we talk about being able to create ideas based upon your idea, create a product based upon your idea, this now moves us toward artificial intelligence as it relates to robots. Now, some time ago, several years ago, I believe there was one country in the Middle East that gave citizenship to a robot, artificial intelligence, for the first time. This robot, and when I think about it, I think about the movie I, Robot, where you have these thousands of robots that are basically programmed, and they're able to carry out daily routines. They're able to assist individuals. They're able to do a lot of great things, and that humans don't have to do. And when you think about it, it could be a companion. It could be a help to your everyday needs, right? Well, again, some persons are a little hesitant to say that this is a good thing. Some people say that maybe this is, again, the taking over of society, the taking over our thoughts, the taking over of what we do on a daily basis. But when you take a look at that citizenship, this particular robot itself, and it was a female robot at that in the Middle East, where they not only had the voice, the inflection of a human, but underneath all of on top of the steel and the computer chips and the wires, this individual had real life skin, hair. You almost couldn't tell it apart if you look at it on I would say a digital format, a television, a computer screen, a phone. You couldn't tell the difference between a human and them, almost. Now, again, is this a good thing? Some would say, those that believe that society is evolving, yes. But for others, they say no, this is not. This is humans being replaced by robots, being replaced by artificial intelligence. And of course, we get into the legal battle of whether this artificial intelligence should be afforded the rights of humans as well. We get into this. So the definition of if an artificial intelligence or a robot life is taken, is it the taking of a life? Is that considered murder? So we get into all of these issues that we didn't have to deal with, but it's coming. We're going to have to deal with it. We also look at self-driving cars. Of course, Elon Musk, one of the pioneers of artificial intelligence on a large scale. No better example of self-driving vehicles than Tesla. Of course, we have other companies that are into artificial intelligence and that are into self-driving cars that are getting the technology going, but we see it. It's here. It's here to stay. We also see not just Tesla itself being self-driving, but we see the electric vehicles and the evolution of that. We see it. So is this a good thing? Is this Meet George Jetson today? I would say, if you take a look at what's taking place, we're moving full speed, fast forward into that. I also want to take a look at what's taking place in restaurants. Now, all of us have had fast food. All of us have gone to or seen a fast food restaurant and gone into it. And when you take a look at what took place during the pandemic, we had a limited amount of people being able to go into these places to create our food. We like fast food because it's fast, it's convenient. It may not be as healthy, but it's fast and convenient. It's part of our life. It's part of our staple. It's part of what America is, and it's also part of other Western countries, and it's going into other developing countries. It is. It's here to stay. All thing we can do is hope that it gets healthier for us. But are there humans in the back dropping the fries? Are there humans in the back cooking the patties or cooking the chicken? Are there humans back there doing that? Right now, you have a tester in some restaurants where you order, of course, artificial intelligence, you're ordering there. And we'll talk about that as it relates to automated phone systems. You order from artificial intelligence. They take your order is then placed and it's created in the bag, not by humans, but it's actually created by robots, artificial intelligence, that are taking your patty, putting it on top of the bread, putting the two pickles, the lettuce, maybe, ketchup, mayo, whatever you like on there. It's making it, it's wrapping it, it's dropping it in the bag. It's taking your fries, putting it into the container, dropping it in the bag. Your drink and whatever else you're getting, it takes it, creates it, and it slides into a cup holder. And then when you drive to the window to get it, it comes down, it's delivered. You take your bag and your drink. You pay for it, of course, with a touch. You can tap now, or you pay for it ahead of time on your app. And you're going. Not one time did you see a human. Not one time did you have any human interaction. Not one time did a human touch your order, your food. All by artificial intelligence. The talking, the ordering, the payment, the creation, the delivery, all artificial intelligence. Now we know that many people started their careers, starting work, working at fast food restaurants, many high school kids, college kids, even adults that have their careers in fast food are starting there. Is this going to be something that we're not going to see in the future? Well, you have to do something else in order to start your career. This is something that's getting more and more accepted. This is something that is gaining speed. And for companies, it helps to lower the cost of human capital, lower their costs, and increase their profits. And that's a lot what's driving artificial intelligence. That's a lot of what's driving as we see companies moving toward this particular format. Cost, profits, convenience to the consumer, meeting the consumer where they are and profiting off of it as we do so. When we talk about, lastly, when we talk about artificial intelligence, whether you have driven a Tesla, come in contact with one, or other self-driving vehicles, whether you have gone to a fast food restaurant that has this type of artificial intelligence, or whether you are come in contact with or not a artificial intelligence for a robot, all of us have come in contact with artificial intelligence as it relates to automation, voice, automated voice. I don't care who you call, customer service, for your internet, for your phone, for your bank, for your credit card, whatever the case may be, you have experienced automation. Automation within itself, you've experienced a computer. You experience an algorithm asking you a question. Welcome to blank bank. How can I help you today? Oh, I can get you to someone that can help you, but tell me specifically, what do you want? Well, I can help you with that. You're not talking to a human. You're talking to an algorithm that's been created and giving a voice to sound like a human that can access your finances, that can access your account, and provide information to you. Very rarely you get to a human. Of course, if you know the right word to say, you can get there automatically, but most persons don't. Artificial intelligence, automation, it's here to stay. Like it, love it, hate it, despise it, this is the future. So what do we do? What do you do in order to get yourself ready and prepared for it? Well, first of all, I think as society, we're going to have to deal with the rights of information. If your voice is spoken into an app or spoken into a computer program, who owns that voice, your ideas? Those are your ideas. We're not even getting into biometrics, where you're able to be identified by the points on your face. I think it's 5 points on your face. I may be wrong there. But there are certain points on your face that is very unique. Everyone is. Everyone has a distinguishable fingerprint where you can utilize that to distinguish who you are. Your voice now would become distinguishable. So who owns that? Is it you? Is it the company? The company has it. Where are they storing it? Are they sharing it with our government? We don't know. But we're going to have to ask ourselves and deal with that question. Also, as we move forward in the development, in the perfecting of artificial intelligence, how do you now adjust your life? How do you now adjust how you interact and deal with individuals, humans, your own companies? If you own a company, how do you become a part? How do you adjust to the new customer base? And if you're a company that's adjusting and adopting this artificial intelligence, how do you now position yourself to continue to grow with that company or adapt to the culture of that company? Well, this is the future. This is the now. So the question now becomes, how do you move forward with it? Well, we're going to continue to keep an eye on this. We're going to continue to monitor it and report back as we do here with every topic that we discuss. I'm E.W. Claville. This is the Claville Report. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next show. God bless.